Hey everyone, today we are back with a mod review. We will be taking a look at a lot of new mods. All of the mods are public and the links can be found up on my website linked down below. Up first, we'll be taking a look here at the Tesla Quad. This starts at $5,000, has no store options, and has 100 horsepower. This is full electric here and looks pretty sweet. As we do take a full walk around, you guys can see it is pretty detailed. Now, the Tesla Quad actually goes along with a Cybertruck, as it's a very similar material there, and this thing looks pretty sweet. Once we hop here on the inside, top speed is 75 miles per hour. Now, you do have the instant torque there, which is pretty neat. And look at that, the player sits on here pretty nicely, and overall this looks like a pretty neat mod. And on the first person view, you guys can see the controls do work here. Pretty nice, really good acceleration, and overall a lot of detail on it. Up next, we'll be taking a look here at two sports cars, the Mazda MX-5 and the Porsche 911. In the store, both of these can be found under the cars category. Up first, we do have the Mazda MX-5. It's a 2010 model, $12,000 for it. It has 250 horsepower. It is color changeable, and you do have a few different bumper options, a few decals, a few kind of design decals to be more specific, and a wing for the back. And for the 911, it's $40,000. You guys can see it's a pretty neat one. Once we take a look at in the store, 500 horsepower, and the only options are color changeable here, and the rims as well are the design color. And as we take a close look here at the Mazda MX-5, you guys can see it is pretty sweet here. Really do like the dual exhaust, kind of the two-tone. This does look to be a hard top, and it does have a full roll cage, but look at this, guys. This is one pretty neat, kind of small car. I kind of think of these Miatas as kind of the go-karts of the street. They're just so small, but this thing looks pretty neat here. We'll check out all the lights. Everything seems to be working here on it. Now, you can unfold it. Oh, yeah, if you want to look under the hood there. Wow, look at that detail. Looks like I've touched upon, guys, the mods just are really nice, full detailed. Wow, roll cage. I mean, this thing looks awesome. Everything works. Even the time in the center console matches the time in game, and the tow hook, you guys can see, actually is going back and forth there with the wind and with the movements. Wow, that is pretty sweet here. Along with that, we do have the 911 fully modified. I kind of really do like the look of it, although I am a huge fan of just stock vehicles, but wow, this thing looks pretty sweet. Once we hop here on the inside, let's see, you could also unfold the car, and you could take a look here. It looks like the Porsche has a frunk because the engine's in the back, but overall pretty nice, detailed, really good engine sounds. But I will have to say, you are pretty much scraping the road. That's just how low you are, and everything works here on the inside. Maybe we just might have to do a racing video, but the pedals work, even the shifter works. Wow, that is awesome to see. And you guys can see, wow, this thing looks awesome, almost like you're sitting in one in real life. Up next, we'll be taking a look here at a Range Rover. In the store, it's once again found under the cars category. The Range Rover is a 1970 model, has a starting price of $45,000. It is color changeable with the rims as well as the color, which is pretty neat. You do have some off-road tires, which is nice. A few different wheel designs there. You do have fenders. You do have a lot of different options. Roof lights, which look pretty neat. Interior cage, front bumper skirts, and finally, you do have a tuned V8 and a spoiler for the back. As we take a close look, you guys can see this is pretty sweet. A lot of detail. You do have a bumper pull hitch. Really do like the exhaust here in the back, but wow, this thing looks pretty neat here. Looks like the tires are a bit wide, and you definitely want the fenders, and having all those lights will be really handy on the trails. Let's see what those look like. Wow, those are definitely kind of blinding lights there. Kind of like that you could kind of have them on there. Let's see, the back opens up there if you want to put some wood or anything. Oh yeah, you could definitely put some firewood there, but let's see what else looks like. Oh, that is so sweet. We have full working doors here, and this is actually a right-hand drive. Wow, that is pretty neat here. Now let's take a close look at the interior. You guys can see, look at that. Wow, once again, another detailed mod, and I will say the mods in Farm Sim are just incredible. From where we started to now, they are really amazing mods. Up next, we'll be taking a look here at a 2008 Ford F450. Now, this is a regular cab long bed dually, and this store's found here under the cars category. Now, this does have a lot of store options, $15,000 here, you guys can see. It is color changeable, as well as you have a spreader, but you do have quite a lot of different exhausts. You have the flatbed, you have the stock bed here, which is pretty neat. You do have a back rack. As we continue down, you have door handles, paint chrome, you do have a pretty nice bed cover. Wow, that is a really nice one. Grill, you could have chrome grill. I really do like all the options, really customizable, and I think that's the best part about all these mods, is you could really put your own taste on it with the different ones. Fenders as well, I really do like it, kind of all color matched. And finally, you do have a salt spreader and a few different options for the 6.4. As we walk around this truck, you guys can see it seems to have some pretty big wheels and tires on it, almost kind of a lift kit. I would say 2 to 3 inch lift on it, but you guys can see, wow, this thing looks really nice here. This thing looks pretty awesome. Once we hop here on the inside, top speed is 62 miles per hour, no working tailgates, and the only lights that work are actually up front here. Not exactly sure why, but that is okay. Now on the interior, you guys can see it is pretty detailed. This is actually the correct interior for this year, and that is also something that I was really excited for. Actually, I don't think we do much interiors for this generation here in farms, but overall, it is a pretty neat truck. Up next, we'll be taking a look here at a few U-Haul trucks. They're just reskins of mods that I've already seen here in the game. Really no store options. You have a F450, a U-Haul, and you do have a Chevrolet van there. Let's hop here on the inside. Really, everything's the same as what they've already been here. Working tailgate with straps and everything like that, but that's nice to see some U-Haul trucks, and you guys can see pretty decent interior, even though the dash is pretty much a texture there. But wow, just big shout out goes out to all the modders in the farm sim community for their hard work making mods so we can enjoy them. I get to make a lot of fun videos, and it's just a lot of fun to play farm sim each and every single day. Up next, we'll be taking a look here at the NMC snowplow. Now, this is for the NMC trucks. It is actually already an attacher joint on them once you get the latest update here. But look at this plow, guys. This is probably one of the strongest pickup truck plows we have in farm sim. You do have 2 huge lights there, but look at these hydraulics. 2 hydraulics to lift it up and down. This thing is meant for some serious snow plowing here. So really quickly, we'll just kind of take you through the motions of this plow. You guys can see up and down has a lot of force. Look at that. This thing is a massive plow on the front of this. Definitely we'll be using this on the console with my Xbox One series, and we'll be doing maybe some Xbox PS4 mod reviews. I think those would be pretty neat. Up next, we'll be taking a look here at a John Deere Gator. It's a 6x4 for all platforms. You guys can see it is a diesel. Now, you do have a lot of different bed options, and in the store, we'll take a quick look at it. So it is under cars. The Gator starts at $15,000. You guys can see you could get weights up front. You could get a few different designs, roof on it. You could just get kind of the windshield there, beacon lights, and a few different wheel options. And finally, you could get additional lights up front there. And you do have a lot of different beds, from a tipper bed to a forestry bed to a sprayer and a few more. And there should be another update coming soon with some more updates and features included. This John Deere Gator looks pretty sweet here. I have been wanting one of these here in farm sim for quite a long time. This thing just looks so awesome here. Really do like the size of it and everything about this. Just look at this Gator, guys. Almost like you're driving one in real life. It's just that detailed. Everything. Look at the springs. I mean, the detailed in this mod is awesome, and it's also great that all those console players get to use it as well. Up next, we'll be taking a look here at 4 tractors. They're pretty unique tractors. First up, we have the John Deere 5075. You do have engine options, you do have a front loader, and a few different wheels. I really do like the size of this pretty small one. Hopefully, we can maybe get a 4000, maybe even a 3000 series John Deere here in the game. But you guys can see upgraded lights. Everything works here on it. Look at that. Everything works. The pedals, and wow, the brakes. Let's see. Oh yeah, those brakes work. Wow. This thing is really neat here. It's nice to see more tractors, especially smaller ones like what we have here today. This is an old Fiat. You guys can see it's the 670H DT, and you could actually get it with the roof or not and a 2-wheel drive version. This looks to be a European tractor as well because of that plate. overall it is a pretty neat one here. Really do like the kind of the older tractors, definitely want more here in the game. But up next, guys, we do a very unique one here. This is the autonomous John Deere. This is a pretty neat one. You guys can see almost looks like it does not have a 3-point, not sure on that. It is tracked here. This thing is sweet. So this does use the GPS, probably good with course play and to have a hired worker. But wow, that is just so neat that we can have the innovative products of tomorrow here in the game. And finally, for tractors, we have the Lizard TM14. It's a pretty nice small kind of tractor though, for what it kind of seems to be here. Once we hop here on the inside, pretty detailed. I really do like how this kind of articulates there. It is pretty handy, and overall this thing's awesome. The fan works, everything's pretty detailed, and this and this and this are also on console. So I believe all of them are on console except this one. I'm not exactly sure on that. Up next, we'll be taking a look here at the NMC wheel loader, the North Mod & Company, one of the best wheel loaders in the game, and it is for all platforms. Once we hop here on the inside, the first little detail is a door opens and closes once you get in here. You do have a few different options for lights. It is color changeable. You do have a strobe light up top there, but I really do like this loader. I actually have a video coming out later on this week on the Square Farms channel featuring this loader, but wow, look at the detail. Everything works on it, and overall this thing looks great. Up next, we'll be taking a look here at the Airbus helicopter. This is pretty sweet here. Probably one of the most detailed helicopters in the game. This thing looks pretty cool. It is H160. Once we hop here on the inside, it does get fired on up here. Now, look at all the detail here. Now, we won't take it for a flight, but we'll look at it here. Looks like you can have quite a few people in here, and overall, that is one pretty neat helicopter. Now, I am trying to feature more and more farm equipment here in my mod reviews. I definitely want to do more of that and more console and all platform mods as well. But last up, we'll be taking a look here at two garages. I believe this one is for all platforms. This one is only for PC. This is a two-car garage one. You do have really nice garage doors. Look at that. You do have a working car lift, some graphics on the side. Really do like that shop a lot. I actually really do like this car lift. Let's see if it works really quickly. Oh yeah, that is sweet. Really do like that. And then last up, this garage here is a bit simpler. It doesn't really have any objects on the inside, but it still works, and it is on all platforms. Now, I hope you guys enjoyed today's mod review here. I'm trying to feature as many of these as possible with as many new mods as possible as well. But thanks for watching. Stay tuned for next one, and subscribe for more.